Her special perception of life makes her creation unique. Every step of her career is a way to push her imagination furthermore. She's dreaming of being a writer since she's a child. Today's episode of ProART shed light on the promising Ukrainian filmmaker Marysia Nikitiuk. I see myself as a bit special. Well, it's completely subjective, of course, but how it will actually occur, well, we'll see with time. Critically acclaimed scriptwriter Marysia Nikitiuk is considered the voice of a new generation in the Ukrainian film industry. Her script to the film When the Trees Fall won at the 10th Scriptist session during the 69th Cannes Film Festival. Jury members explained their decision to award Marysia Nikitiuk by saying the script had an incredible cinematic potential. According to the critics, the script is brilliantly written, and we are looking forward to the author's vision of it on screen. Trees falling are the result of a hurricane or a storm. It is something extraordinary happening, an event full with scent of tragedy. That's all I can say about the film title. Everything started with journalism. Then she went to theater, novels. Her path gradually turned to cinema. Marysia is deeply inhabited by cinema since the beginning of her artistic career. She easily admits that a challenge is a powerful fuel for her. This is her life principle. As long as I remember, I always did it. I dream of writing since I'm a child. I always was fully committed to it. This became my #1 target. But a big ship needs deep waters. I had to act, to meet life and fate, to deal with challenges and to cope with them. It is impossible to win against death. Everybody dies at the end, and it's a harsh reality to admit, but we have to live as much as possible our own story. It is very important for me, for my heroes as well, as I will never follow the ordinary path. I imagine them strong enough to face the final action. Marysia Nikitiuk began to write for several short films for the almanac Ukraine Goodbye. Critics highlighted her as a unique artist involved in real life and mysteries of human mind. The author works in several areas and does it very efficiently, because there are many people willing to see her script on a silver screen. For this reason, her small, vivid scripts quickly found their filmmakers. The scriptwriter shared that she has been involved in filmmaking process before launching her own film production. She mastered her skills in the film set. She took her first steps as a short movie director. When I filmed my first short movie, I was scared because I knew so little, and many persons, including film editor Ivan Banikov, supported me. Producer Yuri Minzyanov met me 1 month before the Cannes Festival. He enjoyed my short movie and offered me money with the word, "Make your film. Are you interested in my offer? I can be your producer. You just need to make your film. But you have only 1 month to make it before attending the Cannes Festival." I was struck by this offer because I had nothing for shooting except money and my hands. I think, yeah, okay, I'll do it. We managed to do the movie in only 1 month. In young filmmakers' view, narrow-focused filmmaker is out of relevance now. Such areas as theater criticism, writing film scripts, and books must go hand in hand. And Ukrainian filmmaker Marysia Nikitiuk is in the avant-garde. Writers and film directors are actually the same, but the first one has everything in his mind, and the second one just yells on his team. But in other aspects, they're alike. They both create new worlds. Writers create text from nothing, and film director put the text into life. And if it's successful, it works. It is great when the whole world and the new heroes appear from nothing. I fell in love with my shooting team, because when we work together, we create close ties.
Я дуже закохуюсь в команду, в групу, в акторів. Це дуже для мене такі рідні, класні люди.
It's important to be engaged in many areas. Marysia is convinced that those who strive for success are ready to progress. Besides, she reads a lot to know a lot.
Я от знаю, що 3 моїх коротких метри, наприклад.
I'm not fully satisfied with my 3-short movie, but I feel I'm on a good way. I see each new movie as a progress. I do not consider my movies to be the best in the world, but each one is a way to process lessons. You will only raise the bar if you make progresses. There are only 2 paths for a person: progress or regress.
Якщо ти прогресуєш, є тільки 2 варіанти у людини: прогресувати або регресувати за своє життя.
Today, young Ukrainian scriptwriter, critic and film director Marysia Nikitiuk is famous and popular. She underlines the fact that the international prize Scriptist gave her an incredible chance to work. While she was writing the script, Marysia was given enough money and network to produce, found and distribute her future movie, not to mention the skills she mastered.
Основна фішка, насправді, тобто, крім того, що тобі солідно допомагають з різних професійних частин, тобто агенти з продажу кажуть, я цей сценарій.
And the main thing is that a whole professional crew is there to assist you, to be sure that the movie is marketable. Distributors give you helpful advices on how to sell a film. Producers help you to improve the script. Readers help you to keep the storyline. And you start to improve scripts from all sides, and it turns into something really cool. When the Trees Fall is utter cinema full of intimate experiences and allusions to childhood. There's no wonder that is the first script Marysia decided to realize as a production director.
Зараз хтось по задниці получить. Як думаєш, хто?
Це був перший фільм, який, тобто, коли падають дерева, перший сценарій.
It was my first film. At first I wasn't able to give the script of When the Trees Fall to anyone. It was too personal for me.
Типу, що може не надо, давай ми. Тобто я вже коли ми прийшли на Scriptist,
Then I met film directors during Scriptist who convinced me to share it. Scriptist includes improving scripts and preparing them to production. The point of film festival is more than seeing movie. For example, the Cannes Festival hosts most of film professionals. Some of them visit the Berlinale. The Cinema Society prefers the Cannes Festival, where you can meet people like you.
І ситуація така, що там от всі, хто тобі потрібні, вони є на місці.
Marysia wanted her script to catch the interest of distributors from France, Spain and Poland. Ukrainian production company Directory Film needed a broad support to launch the project When the Trees Fall. Authors selected the team through a harsh selection. The Polish director Michael Englert was invited to take part in the project.
Так склалося, що Міхалу дуже сподобався сценарій, і він, маючи на 2
The Polish director Michal Englert was invited to take part in the project. Michal liked my script, that's why he postponed all his projects to join mine. European countries' film crews are aware it's hard to make a film on your own. The danger is to repeat the same routine, to start filming for your own audience, and to be stuck in one shooting style. You finally lose your curiosity, but it's important to find a unique story with local colors, a plausible and comprehensible plot. It means you have to communicate with other countries and nations, to learn from your encounters, to continue discovering other cultures.
Вона була зрозумілою багатьом. Це така робота по взаємодії, комунікації з іншими націями, країнами.
The film is set up in the Ukrainian countryside. The storyline sheds light on 3 generations seeking internal freedom through difficult social conditions.
Надо угождать людям, інакше ти нічого не отримаєш.
The classic plot revolving around 2 teenagers' tragic love would have been a bit overviewed, but the context, mixing local beliefs and wild nature in post-Soviet chaos, creates a unique atmosphere.
За великим рахунком, звісно, це сценарій про пошук свободи і про необхідність.
The script is about the need for internal freedom and individual responsibilities in this quest. Freedom means something you wish to get. It implies daring certain actions to continue enjoying it.
Було далі. Там впізнавані типажі, але історія універсальна. Тобто історія, там, драма дорослішання, закохані, намагаються бути разом, і що з цього виходить.
Recognizable heroes are involved in this universal story. Drama focuses on growing up, of teenagers in love and what happens to them. The storyline proved to be easily understandable to Scriptist lecturers, but they were struck by our savage manners. They could not believe in the amount of such tense situation in this movie script. While seeking answers, Marysia analyzes situations, raises relevant issues, and she's not reluctant to draw conclusions. But her message is full of deeper meanings. It's indispensable to scratch the surface of her work, to go further than the apparent conflict.
Я буду там на камнях лежать. Буду сміятися.
Основне – це, що хвилює мене, а ти живеш в цьому часі. Те, що хвилює тебе, з великою вирогідністю хвилює ще твоїх друзів, сусідів.
I focus on my own problems. Everybody goes through the same problems. Your friends, your neighbors, Kyiv's inhabitants, and other Ukrainians go through the same challenge. When you're honest with yourself, you make an honest story. It is necessary to make it interesting, dramatic, and holding audiences' attention. It is important to make it look good, but in the end, the main point is about sincerity and honesty. It's the kind of quest that makes us interesting. And the main thing is to be honest, not to be scared to analyze yourself honestly, because we are all mentally traumatized. And my film, When the Trees Fall, also raises such psychological issues as dependency on public opinion.
Одну з них я розглядаю в своєму цьому фільмі «Коли падають дерева».
How is it to lead your own project? Marysia is insisting on staging issues, time and finance shortages, weather problems. The team even had to shoot summer in early winter season. That kind of ordeal is not for anyone.
Це дуже непроста штука.
It's not an easy thing, it's actually hostile. But when winter arrived, that was a big deal. It was scary, but we fought against it. There also were funny moments. Actors wore summer clothes with winter clothes under.
Не дуже прикольно. Стало страшно, але ми з цим боролися. Боролися абсолютно там смішними якимись моментами.
And it was still awfully cold. Try to act as it is summer when it's 8 degrees outside.
Це вже відомо в літніх там шмотках, хоч там пододягається все на світі, але вони дуже потерпали. Група, яка постійно на морозі на вулиці, потерпала. Там взагалі там було -8, холодні морські вітри, але і до цього там...
Actresses had to stay in cold water for 30 minutes without moving. The lead role, Nastya Pustovits, was cold blue. It was obvious in the footage, but we had no other way than continuing shooting.
Ти дивишся на це, ти розумієш, що ну, тобто ти в кадрі ж бачиш, що з нею відбувається. Ти розумієш, що але треба дубль. Тому в моєму випадку мені просто пощастило, що я могла знімати.
I see filming as a miracle. I am especially lucky to have met people believing in my talent. I feel I owe them something. I made my movie for a shooting team of 70 persons who were constantly challenging what we were doing.
От перед ними робила уже в якомусь процесі, уже навіть для них.
Marysia's movies are heavily influenced by literary works. Her aesthetic is all about magic realism, surrealism, and stream of consciousness. She sees her creation as a journey into deep metaphors and verbal intricacies.
Життя взагалі контрастне саме по собі, тобто і життя яскраве, і життя...
Life is made of contrast, but that's what it makes vivid and interesting. You need to face it. The world is full of pain and suffering, but there is still place for light in this darkness.
Страждань, але навіть в цьому болю і в цих стражданнях є...
The film When the Trees Fall is all about redemption. Well, at least this is how I see it. But it's difficult to predict viewers' attitude. Despite this contrast between success and failure, you have to keep it to yourself and to find the strength to move on.
Ти маєш лишитися собою, знайти собі сили рухатися далі, попри ото все, що ми тільки що подивилися. Оце для мене важливо.
Her first story collection, entitled The Abyss, have been delivered to stores. Viewers are expecting her first features film on the screen, but the tireless author is full of new ideas.
Літературу не збираюсь ніяким чином кидати. У мене зараз в планах я пишу...
I'm not going to stop writing. I plan to complete a few scripts, and I'm still working on a novel. I hope to finish it this year. Sometimes I dream of filming, and my subconscious tries to process those memories. That's why I feel so good at this moment. I'm in between my two favorite activities, writing and filming.
Підсвідомість намагається їх опрацювати. Тому для мене зараз це от ідеальний взагалі шлях. Писати, знімати, писати, знімати.